This book review is on Divergent by Veronica Roth. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Divergent is a dystopian, and in this world you have to decide on a faction to spend the rest of your life in when you're 16. There are 5 different factions, and I'm not going to talk too much about them, but they all value a different thing. Like, one of them value bravery above all, and one of them value peace, and yeah, you have to choose which one you belong to the most. Before you choose which faction you go into, you do a test. Like, they put wires and stuff to your head, and you have to go through a test, and you see which faction you belong to, which faction you fit in. And the main girl, Triss, she finds out that she is divergent. That means she does not belong to one faction. Her brain works in a different way. She can't just start to think in one way. She can't just value bravery above all. Like, she can't just value selflessness above all. She has to. She thinks in a different way than other people who are not divergent. So people are out to kill her, and I'm not going to tell you why, because Triss does not know why either in the beginning, but basically there are people who do not want the divergent to live in the world. I gave it 4 stars, so it's not 5 star, but it's 4 star, and it's really good. The reason why I gave this 4 stars and not 5 stars is sometimes Triss got a little bit on my nerves. I know a lot of people love her character, like really love her, but she really got on my nerves sometimes, and yeah. Also, it felt like the last, 50 pages were really rushed, and I feel like it all happened too fast. If someone asked me to use one word to describe this book, it would have to be exciting, because that's exactly what it is. I can't tell you how many moments I had to put down the book and go, what just happened? And there were lots of sweaty palms and heart racing. Veronica Roth's writing style is just very amazing. It's enthralling and wonderfully descriptive, but it's not too overloaded with details, like, have you read The Lord of the Rings? That's detail. And I also loved how vivid the characters were. They felt really real to me. My favorite character in this book has to be Four. I really loved him. He's one of those guys, one of those guys in books, one of those dream guys. Oh, Four is so awesome. I really liked the romance in this book. It was perfect because it was not too gushy and it was not too little romance in it either. So I really liked in this book. Triss and Four forever. It's very hard to put this book down. Stuff happens all the time. Veronica Roth went kind of Susan Collins and ended each chapter at a cliffhanger, so you had to read the next chapter, and then the next chapter, and then the next chapter, and then the next chapter, and it's impossible to put down. Really, it is. It's really impossible. There were some great twists in this book. It's kind of hard to talk about without spoiling anybody. I really like the whole idea of the factions, and also that you had to go through an initiation test before becoming a part of the faction, so you couldn't just become a part of it immediately. Some people might consider this a spoiler, but I don't, because it's in, I think, the first chapter. Triss chooses Dauntless, the faction that value bravery, and they have to go through 3 stages of initiation. The first one is physical. They have to train, get stronger, and they run, and they learn to shoot a gun, and they fight and stuff. And that was awesome to read about. And the second stage, this is where it starts to get horrifying. They have to go through some simulations. Yeah, they get put in this dream state, kind of, where you see your fears. If you're really afraid of spiders, I can imagine a big spider coming at you, and then lots of little spiders everywhere. You should really read this book, because it's awesome, and I can't wait for the sequel. It's going to be called Insurgent, I think. Read it!